can ask you a question. What did you learn this year? What will you never do again? What will you do more of? What do you need to start, my friend? What do you need to stop? I'm asking you. I'm talking to you. This ain't for your best friend. This ain't for your brother. This ain't for your sister. I'm talking to you. What do you need to do for you to get better? How are you getting better? Getting better. How are you getting better? Getting is an action word. So I'm going to ask you one more time. How are you getting better? In other words, what action are you working on? I mean, how much get do you have? If getting is an action word, we got to up the get. If life is a journey, who you are right now is just a point of reference. You must be in constant development. Who you are right now is not the final version of you. Every year you must get better. See, your mentality might be average is okay, but okay ain't gonna get you promoted. Okay ain't get you to the next level. Maybe you need to work on your work ethic. I mean, you gotta have a strategy to get better. How are you getting better? Just like fine wine, your value should always increase over time. But it don't happen naturally. You gotta be intentional about getting better. You got to understand your strengths. You gotta understand your weaknesses. Fine wine gets smoother over time. And the value is constantly increasing. If your value's not increasing, if people ain't trying to give you more money, something wrong, bro. Something wrong, sis. If people ain't trying to get you more money, we gotta work on better you. What does $1 million person do that you refuse to do? That you won't do? Here's what I'm trying to tell you. You are in charge. You are in control. And we gotta begin with you getting better. If you want more, it's gotta be clear to you right now that you need to get better. You always talking about somebody else. I'm coming to you, my friend. I'm talking to you. It's just me and you. You need to get better. Stop talking about everybody else and what they need to do. What do you need to do? Every year, you must improve. You must improve. Why? Because your life will always be a reflection of you. Who you are will ultimately yield you a result. So the question is, if you don't like the result, you got to go back to you. If you want a different result, you need to improve you. So if you want to make more money, you must become somebody different. So for example, if you're a $30,000 person, it's okay. But you need to figure out how do you need to get better so you can become a $60,000 person. In other words, what does a $60,000 person do that I don't do right now? Insert your name. What is a $60,000 person doing that I don't do? What are they willing to do that I don't? You can become that $60,000 person, but you gotta change how you think. You gotta change how you operate. You need to change how you impact your environment. You need to change how you respond. If you ever want to get to six figures, you gotta ask yourself the question, what does a $100,000 person do that I don't do? If you're gonna get paid, if you're gonna be a real boss, if you're gonna get to the real money, you gotta be courageous and ask yourself the question, what do I need to do to be a millionaire? How does a millionaire think? How does a millionaire respond? And what is my gap? What do I need to do to become a millionaire? There's money out here. There's even billionaires out here. What are they doing that you're not willing to do? What are you working on right now? I'm not talking about next week. I'm not talking about next month. I'm not even talking about next year. Right now, what do you need to be working on? What is your strategy to get better? If you don't have a strategy, you're gonna stay the same. My friend, what is your strategy to get better? What's that one thing? If you improve that one thing, It could benefit you tremendously. This one thing is a game changer. Is it your attitude? Really? Is it just your attitude, your outlook, your disposition, the smile on your face, being approachable? I mean, it's really hard for negative people to be positioned. I'm gonna be real with you. It's gonna be really hard for a person with a bad attitude to get into position, to get to that next level. You might be saying to me, Walter, that ain't true. I know people who got a bad attitude. Hear what I'm telling you. A few slide through the crack, but for the most part, they know somebody. For the most part, they got something else working on their behalf. If you don't have an incredible network, if you don't have a whole lot of people backing you up, let me tell you something. It's gonna be really hard for a person with a bad attitude to get into position to get to that next level. Is it your attitude? Don't let that hold you back. You're in the people business. Every industry is in the people business. Well, Walter, I work in the engineering industry. You're in the people business. Well, Walter, I do insurance. You're in the people business. Well, Walter, I'm in restaurants. Oh, you're really in the people business. Here's the truth. Here's a secret weapon. Everyone is in the people business. Is that one way you can get better? Getting better with people? Here's the truth. Why would you want enemies? What is the benefit of an enemy? I know people are crazy. I know people do messed up stuff. People piss me off all the time, but I ain't gonna have no enemies. Here's what I do, I reposition you. I see how you roll, I see how you move, and all I do, I ain't gonna fall out with you. I'm gonna reposition you though, because I see how you move. Avoid enemies if you can, my friend. Because successful people know a lot of people. Successful people know a lot of people, and you gotta protect your reputation. An enemy is out to destroy your reputation, and they will lie on you if they have to, because you want everybody speaking well of you. People say, man, I don't want your name in my mouth. I want my name in your mouth. But I want to be your friend, so when my name is in your mouth, you're going to give me praises. You're going to be supportive. You're going to speak positively. So my friend, you got to work that benefit in your favor. Successful people know a lot of people. You don't have time for enemies. Protect your reputation. Let's get better, my friend. How can you get better? Education? I mean, getting smarter never hurt anybody. I've never seen a person get hurt by being smarter. How many books have you read? Maybe it's another certification. Maybe it's getting certified in the first place. You can't lose getting smarter. You can't lose with wisdom. How wise are you? We gotta get better, my friend. What is your strategy? Maybe it's your tone. It's not what you say. Maybe it's how you say it. 75% of communication is not what you say, it's how you say it. Do we need to get better with your tone? Don't turn people away from you. Draw them to you. Don't repel people. Attract.